Welcome to SNC TV. Join us right here to see the ins and outs of Smiles and Cries Tattoo in Las Vegas. Meet our artists and see everything that happens inside the shop. Join us for more.
Las Vegas survive. Home of smiles and cries. Will turn your dreams into reality.
All right, so Addy, you are the queen of cover-ups, cats, and coffee.
Yes. The
I love
three
it.
C's.
The 3 C's. It's your favorite things.
Yes.
But, we love having you here at Smiles and Cries, and it's been so much fun because you're the only girl here. So.
Yes. We have our little gossip hour.
Yes, I love it. Love it. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions, but like being a woman in the tattoo industry, how do you see the change in the last 10 years?
It's definitely becoming a lot more acceptable. And I think more safe for females. I think as far as like, especially like apprenticing and stuff, I've heard some horror stories, women going in and getting taken advantage of and whatnot. Yeah. But also it's just more acceptable for women to have tattoos now. So, there's a boom in both genders getting tattooed. And I think that's a really cool thing. Yeah,
it definitely is. Do you feel like the TV shows and stuff like that kind of brought it to be a little more safe?
Absolutely.
And obviously a little more mainstream since
yeah,
everyone sitting in their house can see what a tattoo shop is and how it works.
I think it made it more of something that people started to desire, like prior to the TV shows and, whatever's online and whatnot. I think that it was more of just something that men had and it, that was it. But once it was on TV, people were like, oh, that's cool. Maybe I could get a tattoo,
Yeah, I think I remember when I was about 17, I went into a tattoo shop and it was all men and women weren't even allowed in there.
Right.
And they're like, looked at me all crazy, like, why are you coming in here? And I was just like, so intrigued by what was going on in there. And then they had a female piercer there. And so I was like, okay, I got to get a piercing just so I can get in there, you know? But it's crazy how much it's changed and how much women are involved in the industry now as a tattoo artist. Because even when I started in the industry as a model, there weren't very many female tattoo artists. So it's excuse you. So it's crazy to see how many artists nowadays are women.
Right. Well, I mean, you were like, you broke the mold kind of in that whole, like, I mean, as far as modeling goes with tattoos, like, so I, like you know it first and foremost as far as that goes.
It was pretty crazy, being a tattoo model because it was not a thing. Like, you go to the tattoo conventions and they'd have like a tie-dye backdrop hanging there and like a photographer that would take the covers of the tattoo magazine on that backdrop. And so everyone had the same picture in the magazine with that same backdrop by the same photographer.
Right.
And it was pretty crazy how things have changed nowadays that it's like a full photo shoot for a cover of a magazine.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. And so it's pretty exciting. I like seeing that.
Yeah, it's cool that you got to like watch that over time. I have a little, like, I wouldn't call it secret, but thing that I've been like, I haven't really told you, but when I was 21, or somewhere in that age, my boyfriend at the time had a poster of you in his garage. And like, that's how I started following you.
That's awesome.
And like, that's how I found out about the shop outside of Mimi. Like,
oh my gosh. So what poster was this?
Yeah, it was one of the, what was that magazine? The car magazine.
Car Culture Deluxe?
Yes. Yeah. And he had the poster up and
oh my God,
I just remember like, I don't know, like being like, she's so cool. She's got tattoos and whatnot. So you're kind of like a role model before I even like met you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, if I could go back and tell 21-year-old me like, hey, you're working for her now.
For her. You guys are friends now. You hang out.
Yeah. You talk about cats and donuts.
So on that note,
yes,
cupcakes or donuts?
Donuts every day, all day. Yep. And I think we are both in agreement. It's Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme, Dolly Parton donuts.
Yes. Oh my God, the Dolly Parton one.
That's the funniest part of the shop is when we're trying to like eat healthy and be on point on that. And then it's like one of us will crack and be out donuts and everyone's like, oh, fine.
Yeah, we start the morning off so good. And then midday we're like, gonna go get donuts?
I saw these new donuts on Instagram. We need to go get them.
Yeah, we're doing really good.
Oh my goodness. So you have a huge love for cats.
Yes.
And you just got a new kitty.
I did get a new kitty.
So cute.
Yes.
Fred and Ethel.
Fred and Ethel, my babies. It's still an adjustment, but yeah, I love cats.
And is tattooing cats one of your favorite things to do?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously like I like a lot of things, but especially if it can be like a full color portrait of a cat. I'm so excited, which I just did a couple months ago. I did that one. I don't know if you remember it or not, but
you've had a few people come in
with cat stuff. Tattoos. But there was that one main portrait. It was like on the back of her arm. Yeah, it was. That just makes me so happy.
So, what would you say is your favorite type of tattoos to tattoo?
Like full color, illustrative realism. So in that realm.
And cats.
Cats, yes, of course.
But you got to bring me a coffee.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So on that note, dogs or cats? You'd probably
obviously
say
cats. Yes.
I'd say dogs, but I love cats.
Yes.
So.
Yes. I love dogs too. I grew up, my mom's a dog groomer. And all throughout junior high school and high school, we rescued Dobermans. So, I'm very familiar with dogs and love dogs too. They just don't fit my lifestyle. I travel too much and cats are just way easier.
They're way more independent too.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for mine, of course, I get the clingy ones, but, I can leave them for 8 hours a day, and not have to worry about going and letting one out or whatever. Right. And like, I feel guilty about it when those days come around, but like, I know that they're not like dying because they have to go to potty or whatever.
My dogs would die, even though they can go outside and go potty.
Absolutely.
You've had to watch them. So
yes.
I can't leave
they
them.
would
They're
die.
like little babies.
Yeah. They would be like, where is my mom?
I'm starving. I'm going to die. She's been gone for 4 hours.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't have any more questions. Hold on. So what is your favorite thing to do in Las Vegas? Like when you have visitors come to town, which happens a lot. You have a lot of your clients from Illinois that come out to visit, which is awesome that they follow you like that.
Right.
But when you have friends come out and stuff, what do you do or where do you take them when they come to Vegas? What are your favorite things to do?
Anywhere off the strip.
I know. But it's crazy because everyone that comes out wants to go to the strip, even though you're like, and you try to stay away from it. It's they all want to go there.
I'm trying. Yeah. But yeah, I say I pretty much take everybody to Golden Tiki. That's definitely up there on the list.
Love that place.
Yes. Obviously, like I'm an outdoorsy person, and I think pretty much everybody that knows me knows that. So like, I will take people to like the dam or at least like out like to Boulder City and walk around and whatnot. I mean, if they have a lot of time here, I like to take people down to Oatman. I don't know if you've been to Oatman with the donkeys.
Is that with the donkeys?
The donkeys,
I have not, but one of my photographers was just sending me videos from there.
It is so awesome.
And they just like come up and eat out of your hand and like walk up to your car. You can walk and hang out with them. And I was like, oh, I have to go there.
There was a baby when I was there last time. I've been there like way too many times now. But the last time I was there was a baby and he was so fuzzy, but he walks around with a little sign on him that says, "Do not feed me."
Why?
Because he's still feeding off his mom.
Oh yeah.
And I saw a tourist, of course, trying to feed him. It's like there's
How
a
does
sign.
He have a sign on him?
Literally,
How is there a
like,
sign on him?
It's like attached to him. I don't remember if it was string or if it was taped. I don't know. But yeah, like just taped to this donkey. Baby. But yeah, they're just little donkeys. So I like taking people out there because it's cool. Because it's like it's an old mining town, so it's neat to see like. Jesus, I don't know what I ate that's making me burp, but
in and out.
Yeah, in and out. Like there's cool old buildings. They do like a fake like gun like
the cowboy show.
Yeah, the
like
show.
Gun show.
Yeah. And like
how far is it from Vegas?
2 hours ish.
That's not too far.
No. So like that.
It's in Arizona, right?
Yeah. So it's like just over into Arizona. So that's like my favorite place to take people because it's not what they're expecting when they come to Vegas.
Right.
But it's only when they have like a lot of time because usually people are like, well, I got to go here and here and here. And then there's no time to drive 2 hours there, 2 hours back, plus whatever time you spend there. So yeah, those are probably two of my favorite places. Cool. Yeah. If I had to pick somewhere on the Strip, I love the conservatory at the Bellagio.
Oh yeah, with all the flowers. And
it smells so good in there.
Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool.
I feel like I go in there and I look like I'm like sniffing drugs or something because it's like
sniffing all the flowers.
Yeah. Especially the fall one. The fall one smells so good.
It's always so busy there too.
Oh,
it's so beautiful.
I'll just wait till like 2-3 in the morning. Yeah.
There you go. That's smart.
Yeah.
What's your favorite restaurant in town?
I haven't found anything that's like spot on. I do like Red Dwarf down the street. I mean, you guys have seen me walk back with some garlic bread strips or garlic bread pieces here and there. Trying to think if there's anything that like really stands.
What's your favorite food?
Probably tacos,
That's
which
mine
is
too.
great. I just learned about, and I don't say this right, so don't laugh at me, but birria
Tacos, because we eat that here all the time too.
I had never had that before I moved here.
Yeah.
So like the amount of those places that are here, yes.
So good.
Yes.
So good.
But as far as a favorite restaurant, I just haven't found like the one yet.
Yeah.
I have plenty of favorite like little like going out at night having drink places, but not food yet. So if you have any recommendations.
There's so many places. I don't even know where to begin. Yeah. Oh no, I like a lot of the steakhouses here.
Yeah.
Golden Steer is so bomb.
I have not yet been to Golden Steer.
You'll love it.
I've been to
Mayfair's bomb too. That's one of my favorite places.
That's on my list. Gosh, what is it called? My friends introduced me to it. It's kind of off the Strip. It's I'll think of it probably after we're done talking. Cleaver.
Oh yeah.
I like all their drinks there, like because they're all like era themed, so you can get like a drink from the 1920 or whatever. Yeah. So that place is pretty good. But I've not been to any of like the major steakhouses yet. I guess there's one down on Fremont Street that Travis and Mimi keep trying to get me to go to. So,
awesome.
I don't know, that's my next
adventure.
Next steak adventure.
So when you decided to become a tattoo artist, like how did that all come about? What made you want to be a tattoo artist? Were you getting tattooed first and then decided to be a tattoo artist? Or did you always know you wanted to be a tattoo artist?
I pretty much, I mean, it's hard to say always because like I don't know what I was thinking at like 5 years old, but like I do remember like riding, my dad's a truck driver, and I remember riding the truck with him, and we would stop at truck stops, and I was allowed to pick out a magazine whenever we would go because there was definitely some it's the Midwest. There were some boring drives. So I would always pick out a tattoo magazine, and I think that like kind of sparked my interest. And then, I mean, I've always been drawing. We would go on vacation, and my parents would get me a coloring book, and I had a sketchbook, and I wouldn't color the coloring book. I would draw in the sketchbook what I seen in the coloring book.
That's cool.
And I mean, I've been through art school and pretty much anything I could do to possibly be creative, I've done. So I think the mix between, I think honestly my dad, without realizing it, kind of pushed the tattoo thing on me. Like we'd be out and about and he'd be like, oh, look at her tattoo or whatever. So which is funny because my parents didn't really want me tattooing. When I told them I was apprenticing, it was not like a, oh yay, it was a, oh no. Yeah. But now they're happy with it. You know, I'm not under their pocket now, you know?
Exactly. You've done well for yourself with it. So, so they're proud of it now.
So I think it's a mix of things. My art career and my like in general, like painting and drawing, and then that with my dad, and just seeing tattoos out and about. I think both of those just kind of drove me to. So it wasn't that I knew that I was going to be a tattoo artist. Once I figured out what they were, it was like, yeah, that's awesome. I would love to do that. But it kind of almost seemed, because I lived in a really small town in the middle of Illinois until I was 25 or 26. So like I didn't really have the ability to do that. I mean, there was tattoo shops, kind of.
Right.
But they weren't tattoo shops I'd want to. And I was picky about my apprenticeship because like I had heard horror stories, you know, being a female. I knew that I could get myself into some sticky situations. So I was very picky about my apprenticeship, and I'm so glad I picked the place that I did, because now he's like a second dad to me, my mentor. So that went really good. But yeah, it just kind of like gradually happened. Oh.
So if you were not a tattoo artist and you had to pick another career or job, like say you couldn't be a tattoo artist, there's absolutely no way you could be a tattoo artist, what would you be? Like it could be the most random thing ever, but like something you love or that you wanted to be and you decided not to.
I had like a weird dream about being a zoologist for a long time, but I
could see that.
Yeah,
I totally could see that.
I'm not like science smart, so like that got shut down pretty fast when I was going through school. But I would love to be in charge of the big cats at a zoo somewhere. I mean, even like I love going to the aquarium in Chicago. They do like a dolphin show. Mm-hmm. Like that gives me the chills. I would love to work that closely with an animal. Like I love animals. So anything with animals, I think.
Have you seen the lion habitat out here?
No.
You have got to go.
There's
a lion habitat in Henderson.
In Henderson?
Yes, you got to go.
That's like cool. Right next door to me.
And what's crazy is like at like Halloween and stuff, they give them pumpkins as toys and treats. So they like play with the pumpkins and eat the pumpkins and stuff. It's pretty cool.
God, I'm going to like live there now.
They had a giraffe. I think he just passed away though, that used to paint paintings with his tongue. Like he would paint paintings for, all the people standing there watching, and they'd pay extra money to get a painting from him.
Oh my God.
I know, it was really cute.
Okay, well, I know what I'm doing this weekend.
You'll love it.
I've heard of Arizona, but that's like 4 hours from here. It's like a drive-through zoo.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, I love anything. Although now after watching Tiger King, I'm a little scared to go to certain like big cat rescues and stuff like that.
I haven't seen that. I think I started to watch it and I did not
get
too far.
It creates some concern, but I don't know. Like I just try to hope that people are doing the right thing. But yeah, I just love the animals. Such a little weirdo.
Okay, we're done.
Okay, we're done.